Rock the Boat TV.
Yo everyone, back to Rock the Boat TV. We're back again. I'm excited about this one. This is gonna be a mad one. Do you get me? But how's everyone's Easter though? Still,
Yeah, not too bad. It was. I don't know. How was yours?
I don't do much, if I'm honest. I don't really.
or is it because it's a pagan holiday?
Oh, well.
I mean, look. At the end of the day, welcome back to the viewers. Rock the Boat TV.
Don't know.
Easter. I mean, my family still celebrate it as most of England celebrates it, but I've never really been on the Easter thing. Me personally, no, because it's.
Well, what's your thoughts on that though? What's the reason?
I'll let Steve go.
I don't know. I find the whole. Religion's a big one for me, and it always will be, because I find that, you know, when you start reading a little bit into it, and when I talk about reading, I'm not somebody going to sit in a library for 10 hours, and I'm not pretending myself to be some sort of history kind of guru, you know, the kind of guy that goes and learns for 100 years. I'm just saying that the Christian thing is like, just the Bible is missing so many books, and it is true, it's missing books, and then we're talking about you know, where they lie on. So Christmas Day lies on a certain day in the pagan, because obviously when they bring Christianity over to England, you're trying to persuade a group of people to follow something, yeah. And I'm not just making this shit up. You know, we talk about Easter. Easter's based on some pagan thing, isn't it?
I mean, technically, even if we're not going proper in, we're just going through the surface. Easter is based on a couple of things, yeah. Number one, Easter, the word Easter, it's a pagan festival, yeah. Going out to you lot, it's a pagan festival, yeah. The word Easter originates from Istar or Ishtar, yeah, and that was it was a goddess, it was a deity that the Romans changed during the time of Constantine, and it was basically a goddess that they worshipped for fertility. Why? When I was growing up, when I was in Sunday school, I used to think, why has Easter got something to do with a rabbit and an egg?
Yeah, like really, why?
Why? Like, so the goddess that they used to worship, basically, it was a fertility god, like fucking, basically. Do you know what I mean? It was all about fucking. Hence the term when you say, oh, they were busy like rabbits.
Yeah.
Because rabbits
multiply.
multiply.
And eggs a symbol, isn't it?
And eggs are a symbol of fertility, of some form of life being born, yeah? Even, I remember saying this with my Sunday school teacher. Correct me if I'm wrong. Like, hold on. So Easter is, so what's Easter? Easter is, like, you got Good Friday, yeah? Yeah? That was the day when Jesus was supposedly died, yeah, and then you got the Sunday where he rose, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So why is it called Good Friday when he died?
Nothing good about that.
The thing is, when you bring a religion somewhere, or when they brought a religion somewhere, what they've done is they've taken a religious idea somewhere, yeah, and they're bringing another idea, let's say.
Yeah.
So what they need to do is they need to sort of base it on something else.
Right.
I mean, there's a reason why churches are where they are. It's because originally it would have been a holy ground as well. I'm trying to remember the plant you'll find in a lot of churches, and I can't at the moment.
Let me cut you though. You just said churches in certain places geographically because it's a holy ground.
Yeah. Because of paganism.
Right, okay. But if we go back to the Bible, in the first place, none of these places where we've got churches now of holy ground Well, it wasn't even in this country, so how can you...
So you had pagan areas, yeah?
Yeah.
The religion in England was paganism.
Right.
And then you've got this ideal that comes over from it's not from the West, is it? It's come over.
Right. So say that again, it wasn't from the West.
Exactly, it's not from the West. This is why we all laugh at the idea of Jesus being white, because he was never white, was he? Of course he wasn't, because he wasn't from this area.
From these areas.
Yeah, you know, and so you've got these holy grounds that were pagan, and what you do is you come over and they take out scriptures out of the book, the Holy Bible,
which is a wrong thing in the first place.
Indeed, and they want to use it to control people around here, and they base it on Easter. I mean, the Christmas thing. Why do you have Christmas trees in your fucking house at Christmas time?
There's no fern trees
it's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with a pagan ritual, and they adopt it to make it easier to explain to the people of the time. You know, whether I'm not going to get into whether or not it was mind control of the Britons of that time, whether it was the reason why they took bits out because they wanted to just get the people to do certain things. I'm not going to get into it, although I just blatantly did. But you know, that's why they do it, because it kind of laces over something that's already happening. You know.
So why not just say the original source? This is how it happened.
But do you think it's a money thing?
Of course, it's a money thing. That's why when you
it's a people control thing.
When you've got well, it's okay. You
people
might say it's a people
money,
control, but also it's a money thing, isn't it? That's why you know, Christmas. It's like it makes them a load of money, and that's why you're seeing adverts for Christmas in September.
That's going further down the line, but yeah.
They're getting you ready for this big day where you lot got to get some money out, and we sell all the products to you, and.
The thing that I find this lost, and why, let's be honest, what we're talking about is, how was your Easter? What did you do for Easter? What did you do for the fact God died on one, Jesus died on and he rose another. So what did you actually do? Well, if I'm honest, I didn't adhere to this idea that it's between me and God. Yeah, I'm going to have a spiritual moment between me and God. I'm not going to celebrate and spend all this money on Easter, on Christmas. And do this thing. I'm not going to do it. It's nonsense, isn't it? I've got a connection with God, and that's as far as it goes. So what did I do for Easter? I didn't do nothing.
For me, I went to. Well, my intention was to go and see my family, and I didn't get to see them in the end. But just in general, even if I got to see them, I'm respecting the fact that, okay, it's Easter Day, it's a good thing to see my family, yeah? But at the same time, I'm fully aware that what we're doing right now is a lie, or there's an inconsistency in it, so I'm not really going to follow. I'm just happy to see my family. Like Christmas, I'm just happy to see my family, but this guy that we're all putting on the pedestal wasn't born on this day. I'm talking if he actually existed. Yeah. If he actually existed, he wasn't born on this day. His name more than likely wasn't called Jesus. Because there's no J in the Jewish alphabet at that particular time. So I don't know how they come up with the name Jesus, but anyway. But then going back to the Easter thing, the rabbit and the egg has nothing to do with this guy that died on the cross. And if you're saying this day is a happy day, we call it, you know, Easter Friday, well, he died on that day, so why is it a happy thing? But then when you look into the history of it, you see that it's something that's been taken, and then they're using another thing, and they're promoting that. Like I said, the deity, that goddess, Easter, or whatever her name is, that's really what they're celebrating. So to me, it's like, well, if I know that information, this day is void then, really. Do you know what I mean? But I'm still happy that everyone's still
getting together.
It's still a thing.
So,
it's still like some sort of connection, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's still the same thing as the same, like when I saw my dad when I was like 6, and I was thinking about Santa Claus, and he said, yeah, my dad, he's going to drop you a present, and I woke up at 1 o'clock, and I'm seeing you coming with the bike. I mean, it's
Yeah,
not Santa
yeah,
Claus.
yeah, yeah,
It's you doing that. It's not. This is a lie.
I've got a great story. My friend, do you know what's it called, the Tooth Fairy?
Mm.
Okay, she for years she thought her dad was actually the Tooth Fairy.
I always saw my dad. I always
You
saw
know
my
what I mean?
dad.
Giving that pound.
Yeah. I always see my dad lifting up the pillow, putting the pound underneath.
You know, because she
Yeah.
didn't disbelieve the story. The story's
Yeah.
gospel,
Yeah.
as it were. But she, you know, this guy's perfect. Well, it must be my dad's a tooth fairy. I got some shit to tell at school.
Should dad putting the money underneath there? Ain't no man coming, no fat man coming down the chimney. Ain't no fairy wings putting no shit under. Do you know what I mean?
It's
So
true, it's true.
That's the thing.
It's true.
But a lot of us don't. We've been born in a society where this is what they tell us. It must be that, right? That this is it. But then if you look at the history, you'll see there's inconsistencies with the story that's given today. That's it. Bottom line.
On a funny subject, tell me you man have seen that Stevie Wonder video.
Oh shit.
There's big conspiracy.
Which one? The one? The
with the mic thing.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
They try to say, what is Stevie Wonder? Is he blind or not?
They call it the truth seekers though. They got a whole, because I'm into conspiracy theories, right? So it's called there's people they call the truth seekers.
Okay.
So whether it be 9/11, I mean, let's be honest. Do you believe 9/11 was an inside job? Inside job. Do you
Yeah.
believe? Okay. Do you believe we landed on the moon?
I'm not sure.
No, that's not true.
I think later on.
Neil Armstrong.
I think later
believe
on,
we
that
landed-
real though.
maybe,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah.
But this is truth seeker stuff, right? So I think you sent me this, and I was like, this can't be a thing, and it really is a thing. So Stevie Wonder apparently can see, and it's a lie.
Listen, I saw the thing. Yeah, he was on stage. There was another dude walking past him. The guy brushed the mic stand, and Stevie was, and then he went and caught it. I'm sorry.
I like that.
You know that-
Yeah.
you know that I just
So
called-
what it was?
But then, if you're blind, don't you like other sentence height and
So
stuff?
what it was?
no,
It was
Was
in
that
two.
like, it's a
He's
white
not,
thing?
he's not Daniel. He's not Miyagi. Mr.
I would disagree with you. So I've actually got some notes. Paul McCartney has walked past the microphone and he's knocked it with his head. And boom.
Yeah.
The microphone started to fall, and Stevie Wonder, like a ninja's just got like that and caught it.
But he grabbed the what? Did he grab the mic stand with his forehand and then grab the mic?
Nah, this brother caught it, like, you know, like on Kung Fu films.
Standing
where someone
thing.
chucks something and goes, hey, and catches it. But nah, I'm serious. My man caught it like, no, there you go. And to me, that's like easy.
Yeah, but
No.
like, I'm about to get into an argument with Ricky here, because the thing is,
It's a big conspiracy though.
It is a
Listen,
bit.
let me tell you.
I didn't think it would be a thing. I was laughing.
listen, let me say one
Well,
thing.
Shakespeare, I'm like, let's have a look at
Let me
this.
say one thing, right? If that guy was fully blind, yeah, and I was a bad-hearted person and I was a promoter, I would have said to him a couple of times, £1,000, yeah? I would have given him some Monopoly money.
Rotted.
He ain't gonna know any better.
So-
is he? He's just gonna feel the note and go, yeah,
How
that's
did he get blind?
£1,000.
Right, okay. So apparently Stevie Wonder was 6 or 7 weeks premature, yeah? And he had what they call... Shit, I can't remember anything. So they've got what they call, like... I've probably written down.
So was he born blind then?
No.
He was born... He had sight. It's called retinopathy of prematurity. So basically, it's when a baby's born premature...
Yeah.
and it has a disease of its retina, yeah?
Okay.
They put him in an oxygen tank, like before he was born in 55, I think. In 1940, this actually could be a death toll, because the infection, you know, the disease could actually kill you, right? So what it caused was a detachment from the retina from the rest of the eye. So Stevie Wonder couldn't see, right? So that is what's going on. Now, apparently, this conspiracy theory has been going on for a while. TMZ, I don't know much about TMZ, but
that's a
at some point they've gone up to Stevie Wonder and they've through a car window, from what I saw, and they've actually said to him, "Are you going to come out and say it this year about the truth?" And he's gone, "Yeah, this year the truth will come out."
Right.
Now, yeah, okay. So I've looked at this and I've started looking at another thing. What's this dances program? Dances with the Stars. It's quite big in America.
Okay.
So a lot of the support to this was what you're saying about this, the Paul McCartney thing, and it is when you first see the clip, like Ricky says, it is a bit like he's gone like that, and you're like, wow, he can see, he can really see.
That's crazy.
But some of their supporting comments is, he sits up front on these basketball games
for a reason.
Why does he sit up front if he's blind? I don't know, because he's a multi-millionaire and he doesn't want to sit at the back sharing a hot dog with someone. Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm not going on that. I'm going on what I've seen you do. Yeah, someone bars the thing and you caught it like this.
Okay, but
if you blind, sorry, you ain't a Shaolin monk. How you catching? To me, that seems like, okay, you might still be blind or partially blind, but you can still see something. But because this is what everyone, this is my brand. I'm blind, I can do my thing.
Yeah, I get
Isn't
that.
she lovely? Ribbon in the sky. I'm going to keep that myth going, isn't it?
So you spend, how long has Stevie Wonder been in the music industry?
Like, he's been in since the 60s, Motown. So that's like,
Probably
he's been 50
before
years.
that, yeah. So that
No,
noise
he's
of
got
a
signed.
guy hitting a microphone on his head, boom, and him walking past you going, oh shit, you may have heard that before. You might go, something's going, put your hand out. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I'm just arguing out.
No.
I mean...
I'm sorry. Again, I'm not a kid where you're going, Santa Claus, like, fairy tooth fairy, yeah. Like, he didn't do this. Let me catch it. Like, where is it? He went like this.
He went straight
the
left
thing
hand.
dropped
I
and
must
and
admit,
he went like this.
I must admit, he did go straight left.
And he
But
caught
then-
it like this. Yeah. It's the same. No, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I'm a grown man out here. But we're all grown men. Yeah. Right. It's the same with Michael Jackson. There's certain people that know Michael Jackson for years, and they've said, I've heard him. Yeah. When he was pissed off, like instead of him
Deep voice. Deep voice.
He said some shit like, motherfucker, what you do? And then went, motherfucker, what you do? Because for a minute, yeah, you forgot yourself.
Yeah.
And really...
Talking about
your
MJ,
voice
there
is
is actually a photo of Stevie Wonder taking a picture of MJ with the camera. Straight up with the camera. Whether he's taking the... I'm not convinced. I'm not going to... Listen,
Are you getting
we all
money
love
in-
Stevie Wonder. Don't
Of course
we?
I love him.
You know.
I love
I'm not going to go there and say, he was pissed off. I saw him in footage coming into some flight he was going to take. And the guy's saying, about rumours and that. And he's like, you could tell he was pissed off. Stop going on about this. This is nonsense. He's like, if you're going to make money out of this, just donate it to my charity. And he's got a lot of charity workers in
Yeah,
it.
fair play to him. Fair play to him.
I don't believe he's... Maybe, I'll go as far as to say, and I'll end with this, maybe, he's had some work done recently. He can see shades, but like you said, when you've been blind for your whole career and you've got a thing, it's an image, isn't it? It's an image. That like you did, that head thing with the glasses, if that's your image, maybe you don't want to strike that. And maybe even more, you don't want to talk about it every fucking interview about how you got realised.
I can understand that. And if I saw him now, I wouldn't even be talking about it. I'd be talking about, all the key of life, the Hot in July, all the great albums.
Yeah.
But the fact goes back to the same thing. I see you with something dropped and you were looking here and you went,
No.
yeah. That means you can see some. That means you can see some shit.
There is such thing. Okay, you've heard of echolocation, haven't you? And
No.
they blind people not blind people now.
But normally
But,
animals
yeah,
like
but
that.
yeah, but I've seen
Simple
video. I saw a
individuals.
video about 10 years ago. This kid with a clicker. So he presses the clicker and it clicks out, and this kid could actually shoot basketball because he click it and he.
And you can hear
from
where the
noise,
sound roughly works from.
The noise disappears off apart from somewhere where it bounces off, and
Right.
he's tuned his mind.
Yeah. Bats have similar got the same
Of
thing where
course
they
they
can
do,
kind
yeah.
of work. But
Much higher, but yeah.
But the fact is, you didn't go, oh, is it somewhere around here and go like that. He knew exactly, look, drop, catch.
I think it's a false premise. I'm going to just say that
So all it boils
I'm not
down
buying
to
it.
is he blind or not?
I wouldn't say he's fully blind. I reckon he probably sees a
Partially
little bit.
something.
And he's been
Yeah.
like, let me just
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
this
yeah,
thing
yeah.
going, man.
I think he's blind. I think he's blind. At most, maybe the last 2 years they've done some work and he can see shade. But I'm not buying it.
You know what? Another thing. UK thing. Why are you blind? 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 Why are you bli Wiley. Do you see my man get an
Oh,
OBE?
MB.
He's an
yeah,
OBE.
OBE,
An OBE.
MB. I mean,
What's your intake on that? Would you accept one?
me personally,
Keep it 100.
what from the Queen?
Yeah.
What is an OBE?
So you got.
You just get. It's basically just an okay from the Royals.
No. Remember rightly, an OBE.
It's an okay. It's an okay
I got
from
a
the
cheat
Royals.
sheet. I got a cheat sheet about it.
No, it's a Queen's Honour thing.
It's an okay
Yeah, but
from
it's
the Royals.
Like, it stands for like Officer of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire.
Right, so
Well,
all
you've
they're
got-
doing, all they're
of the
doing,
British
sorry to cut
Empire.
you, sorry to cut you. All they're doing is going, you've done whatever work you've been doing. Let me pat you on the back. And because of that title at the beginning of your shit, when you go to anywhere now, you're of a higher reverence because you've got that name at the beginning of your shit.
Yeah.
So if you're 10 grand for whatever you do, now that you've got OB or whatever it is, you're going to be getting 20 grand.
Yeah.
You'll
But at
do
the same
work,
time,
you'll
he
double.
deserves it because obviously he's a legend in the game.
Listen,
Would you accept it?
I'm
That's
not-
the thing.
I'm not saying that Wiley shouldn't he shouldn't be recognised. Of course, like we've been there when you've done all that shit.
Of course.
If he was my mate, would I say to him? Would I say? I personally would say to him, "What are you taking that from her?
Yeah.
Who gives a
Yeah.
fuck about what they're giving you? You don't need her to tell you." You are of this reverence, yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the Queen is sitting there going, "Oh shit."
Of course not.
Like this,
Yeah.
this tune's heavy. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
She ain't
yeah.
listening to that. Someone's just come in and said to her, "Look, he's done this work. You got to put a sword on top of his shoulders." and
Most
give him the
excellence
okay."
of the British Empire.
So you got sort of like 4 stages. So apparently, because I was a bit naive to it, but there's lots of people that have turned down OBEs,
I'll be one of them.
MBEs. I would as well. I'm not even going to lie.
I'll
to
be
you.
sorry to cut you. I'll be the first man in the pub to go. Yeah, the Queen fucking wanted to give me a thing, and I
But
told
fuck
her,
that, I'm
fuck
not
off.
taking
Fuck
yeah.
off. My peeps will more
Yeah.
give me respect for the fact that they're going, yeah, he turned it down.
You got accepted for it, but dead that.
Dead
Wasn't
that.
it? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wasn't it one of those other? I don't get me wrong. I'm not into grime myself, but is Skepta a grime artist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he say in one of
British
his?
Steve.
Didn't he say in one of his lines like I'm not going to accept no MBE.
Yeah.
You don't. I'm not gonna. What was it? But basically, I'm not looking for you to say what I'm doing.
To give
is
me
like,
some,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
But so what you got is, from what obviously there's a knighthood, and a knighthood's something else. Knighthood goes back centuries, yeah. But like back in World War One, what they had was, you had the king at the time. He's gone. Right, let's give the poor people something. So it was it's OBE, a CBE, an OBE, an
OBE.
MBE. yeah?
After
And
this
it's like-
after this topic, I'm gonna talk about the OBE.
Okay.
Go on.
So it's a top level commander or something like that. OBE was something else. MBE was like member. Yeah. Now, what it was is to give the people something to say, like, yeah, well done for basically hundreds of thousands of you losing your life. We're gonna you know, it's propaganda. Let's be honest, it's propaganda. And like you say, it's about the British Empire, and you know, we talked about like killing all the Indians and stuff. I'm not a big fan of the British Empire, what we did. I'm certainly not a fan of how we review it, how we make it seem like so romantic and amazing. It's not that amazing what we've done. It's not.
Yeah, but you know what? Like when you say we, I don't want to. We are Britain, yeah. I don't want to put her name and saying, because they're not part of it. All it bottom line is they've just been running shit, yeah. And they give us little scraps to go. Okay, you've done some work in this. Let me recognise you, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think for me personally, I would be more worried about. I'm worried about what the people think of me.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course,
exactly.
of course.
Not
Yeah,
them, because
the people.
just in the stuff again
How
going
they,
back to
like,
history,
respect man and-
you lot ain't nothing. So why am I going to be taking that over? I'm
Indeed.
happy that Wiley is going to be able to make more money and he's recognised because he's got that seal of approval.
Right, so I did a list of people that have turned them down.
Oh, the OBE.
OBE,
Whatever,
MBE,
whatever this fucking
Yeah.
German is
CBE.
fucking saying, yeah, you
Because
good.
I want to
Okay.
get back to, as I said, to
So
the
we got-
CBE.
some of these are actors, and I'll be honest, I didn't know who the actor was. I could see their face, I knew him, but. So the surprising ones for me was Gordon Brown, John Major, and Tony Blair.
Okay, I'm surprised at that shit.
I am
Yeah.
surprised.
I'm surprised at that shit.
They turned him down for different reasons. We'll go into it in a minute. So Alfred Hitchcock,
Bro,
John Cleese, Jon Snow.
bro.
For the OBE.
These- For OBEs,
Who gives a fuck?
I just I typed them in together, so it was OBEs.
Right,
See,
cool.
you know what I
Oh,
mean.
okay, CBE. Yeah.
C.S. Lewis, the writer, obviously.
C.S. Lewis, you know, Lion Witch in a wardrobe, you know.
Roald Dahl,
Ronald Dahl,
John
BFG.
Lennon, obviously.
No.
But yeah, that makes sense though, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
John Lennon,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
That proves Rick's point, though.
John
Shout out to
Lennon,
John
not
Legend, by the
that-
way.
not John Lennon, but John Lennon is
Yeah,
John
Beatles,
Lennon,
Beatles.
That,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that makes sense. So we got Michael Winner, Gordon, done that. John Major, done that. John Cleese, Jim Broadbent was an actor, I think. We got L.S. Lowdry, which is obviously the writer. The most one that got me, and I remember seeing a documentary about this, was Benjamin.
Button.
No,
Man said button.
Zephaniah.
Benjamin Button said that button there.
Man
So-
grew from
so-
old to young.
I remember back in the day, Benjamin. I couldn't find anything about this when I looked this up. Benjamin Zephaniah, he's that poet, yeah. Now I remember I looked it up the other day. He basically said, "How dare you fucking offer me one? Fuck yourself."
Because the real guys who know about
Keep it
history
100.
will say exactly. We'll keep it 100 and go. Sorry, I don't need nothing from you.
Indeed. I remember seeing a documentary where he said, it's funny because I think it was either his brother. Apologies, mate, if I get this wrong, but it was either his brother or a family member was killed in police custody.
Right.
Yeah, and a little bit after, just keep on a little bit after he gets offered this OBE, and he's like, "Do you know what? You can do one." Yeah. We've got I've got another sheet with the reasons. Some of the reasons were interesting. Like a lot of them was sort of saying they politely declined.
Yeah, obviously, because that's what you got.
Because they didn't.
Yeah, you don't
But
want to
some of them,
rock
like
the boat.
Ken Loach, director, he was like, "No, how the fuck am I going to get involved in that? How are you?" Because it's like the British Empire. This
Right,
is an award of a
so hold on, let's clarify this. So even British guys, like British, are saying, like, when I say British guys, let me just get straight to the point.
Yeah.
White guys are saying, fuck you, like you're alright, keep your shit, yeah. So that just shows you something already. Like, you know, when you go back to the punks, and who's the guy who used to, is it Sid Vicious?
Yeah.
Right? What tune did he make in the 80s? Like F the Queen and all that, yeah? Right? Those guys made those tunes, yeah, because they know the real. And the real is, this woman ain't for the masses. Like, there's enough history and information there to show you.
I mean, you can tell where it's born from. It's born from World War One, where people were going off and dying for the British Empire, and it's born of propaganda. That's the history of it. That's where it started in the first place. So when you're handing out this award now, yeah, okay, we may have progressed somewhere, and maybe it is nice to say you've done well. You know, you've done something that's impressive, and I get that. But when it's all for lovies, you know, like actors, and it's all for these people, but it's basically still propaganda, isn't it?
Again, I'm not.
Of course, because
I'm not sorry to cut you. I'm not going on propaganda. I'm just going on the history. Yeah, the history. Yeah. The facts are. Yeah.
Look at me, John.
This person used to. They've done enough things that are just like, to me. It's like, no, I'm not going to accept that from you. I want it from Cindy, who lives in the estate, who's got 2 kids, and she's, you know what, he's alright. I want it from Andy, who's just got 2.5 kids, and he's just like, you know what, he's alright. Do you know what I mean? I want it from Steve. I want it from you. I want it from you. I don't want it from her because in the
Yeah.
first place,
Yeah.
place,
She don't know nothing.
this woman
Yeah.
didn't listen
She
to Wiley's
not- she not-
music.
yeah,
So
for real,
so
for real.
why is she giving him? Someone else is giving her a top. So I'm not gonna be supporting that. Sorry, I'm not gonna co-sign to that.
I have to apologise because I did actually write down some different people's reason for turning it down, but I might have to come back later. Cause
Well, say
My
how
chief-
you
Even though
feel.
you go on.
no, because I'm talking about actual quotes from people.
Because what I
Who
want to
take
hear, like,
it on.
say, like, for instance, do these mean anything? Because
Don't worry about it. So this week,
do these mean anything? These OBEs and CBEs, do they mean anything?
Well, in terms of
Like, is it a like? Are you higher in a sense? Like,
listen to
does
what
that
I'm
mean
saying to you.
anything?
In terms of business,
yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
if I'm worth 10 grand now
Mm.
for whatever I do,
Mm.
if I get
Yeah.
OB, MB, and knighthood,
Mm.
when I go to them people to haggle a price, now that because that title's on my name,
Mm.
it's double. So if I'm thinking in a business term,
Yeah.
yes, it's a good thing because I know, yeah, look, cool, I'm gonna get more because
What,
I've been
only in this country.
Well,
anywhere.
it's probably more
Okay,
in other countries.
That brings me to another point then, because, like, for instance, Mo Farah,
Yeah,
he's got a CBE.
yeah.
That's a what?
It doesn't matter. It's just
A
another
command
thing
of
from
the
the
order
Queen.
of
It doesn't
British
matter.
Empire. Yeah, okay. So he went to Germany
Yeah,
and
got
He
treated
got-
like shit.
yeah, basically he got like racially harassed
Yeah.
in the Germany airport in a hoodie,
Yeah.
escorted out, or this and that. So does that even mean anything?
Well,
Like he's actually Sir Mo Farah.
He's not so though. That's nice, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And look,
He's been respected
No,
by.
because I think in the sense like he got the CBE in 2003.
right.
Yeah.
Then he got knighted
Right.
by the Queen.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
In 2013.
I thought they were going to chop
Yeah.
his head off.
But after
When he was on
that,
his knees.
blood-
I did. I was like, you gotta watch out, cuz. You know what I mean?
so he got knighted in what? In 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, that's when he got racially harassed in Germany. So he's Sir Mo Farah.
Yeah, but can I just say
But
something?
there's no
Yeah, but can I just say something?
run it. Let me hear this.
Okay, the Queen might give you a knighthood or whatever it is, yeah, over here, yeah. But that doesn't necessarily mean the whole world knows that you've had that knighthood. Yeah. Now, him being who he is, smiling, whatever, big up
Yeah.
the smiling boys and that, yeah.
My name.
Just because he's got the co-sign from these people here, doesn't mean that all of a sudden you go around the world
Yeah, all the
and
races
all of a
like
sudden,
him.
and all of a sudden everyone's but he's different from these lot.
I'm not saying different,
No,
but like,
this is what I'm saying.
go and run it.
You might still go to another place and they don't know that you've got this OBE.
Mm.
Still a fucking
Yeah.
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 Still who and I don't
Yeah.
know this OBE thing, and that's in your country as far as I'm concerned.
That's why I said to you, is it worldwide or is it just the UK thing? Because he got harassed
if
for
you
that, but then you're saying
if you go to different places and you say I'm blah 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 OBE, then they'll go okay right. But if you haven't got the chance to say that,
yeah.
they're just who's this fucking black dude that's doing whatever.
So what happened in
Just a
Germany?
random nigga in a hoodie.
So what happened in Germany? He because I didn't know about this.
Airport
So
thing.
you
He
tell-
was in the airport and he just got like basically there was one clip that he was actually like maybe Instagram live in it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And he's saying, oh yeah, I'm getting racially harassed.
Or was he getting racially harassed though?
That's his view on that though. So
Okay, yeah.
I don't know because I did read like he was supposed to get searched for something, but he didn't like something, but he put it on Insta Live and just got the situation viral basically.
I mean, me personally, the two things that would have been going through my head, like if I was him, number one.
But the airport did say so. The airport did say like, oh, we search everyone like this.
Well, okay, so because I didn't see it, I can't give a
of course.
end result. But I know if I was in his shoes and that happened, I'd be thinking
Feel
two
some type of
things.
way.
No, I'd be thinking two things. Either A, like I'm gonna strike this guy out. Yeah. Either number one, I'm gonna strike this guy out. Yeah. Or number two, I'm not gonna strike this guy out because because fucking Adidas have given me a sponsorship deal and Kellogg's have given me this other deal,
Yeah.
and I don't want to act too niggerish
Yeah.
to fuck those deals up because I've got a
Yeah.
family. If I didn't have that and I didn't give a shit, it'd be like, mate, get your hand off me. I'm gonna box you and you're gonna take me
The
to the
thing
back.
is, like, from Mo Farah anyway, I just get off him. He's just not that guy anyway.
He's not that type
He's
of guy
such
anyway.
a, he just seems like a genuinely nice
good
guy.
guy.
Yeah, he is,
Nice guy.
he is.
He's a
Yeah.
genuinely nice guy,
He
but at
is.
the same time as well, he's got sponsorship deals, and he probably knows as well. I can't act too fuck it. I'm gonna say it. I can't act too niggerish
I was
because
gonna
my
say
deals
that.
might go.
Yeah.
And I've got kids to feed and whatever, so I'm gonna act decorum and just say to the guy, "What's the problem?" If
Yeah.
it was a road man,
Yeah.
he's gonna end up going, "Move your hand off me, bruv." Like otherwise I'm gonna box you.
Yeah, and then
But I didn't see the whole scenario of what happened, so I
Yeah.
can't ultimately say. Do you know what I mean?
next time I'll show you the clip, and then you can have
Yeah,
your views on
yeah.
maybe on the next thing.
Yeah, and we'll see
Yeah.
that. Okay, cool. That's cool.
Rock the Boat TV.